back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Strong. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's across midfield, inside the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Next to score, Raiders 7, Bills nothing.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. This will be fielded at the 17. A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
On 1st down, Strong. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man. It's Pierce. It's a big play there for Vegas. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Allen now with a chance to run. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Pierce. Will score. Touchdown, Raiders. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Throwing on first down. Strong. And his throw's going to be incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. You look at this Buffalo defense. It's quite a unit. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And he stopped immediately there. Bilal Nichols there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter's.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, They've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jerome Baker drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up fourth down.
For the field goal, a 50-yard attempt.
And that is no good. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. Touchdown, Bills! Devon A-Chain. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try to get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Off play action. Strong. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back to throw again. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're going to try and throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll try some trickery here with Allen. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Strong, flushed out right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. On 4th down, Strong. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now their defense came through with a goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Come on.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Ready.
Richardson now on 2nd down. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Okay, ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Strong. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Off the play fake. Strong. Rolling to his right. That's complete to Pierce. Into space at the 45. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 43 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Looking to throw. Strong. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Still going inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 45 yards. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal. He dumps it off to A-Chain. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
An 18-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so it went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Strong, escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Strong. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. They'll look to throw again. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Looking to throw on second down. Strong. He's got Alton. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Strong. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And his kick here is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando,
final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that,
at our
we
EA
get back
Sports
up to
halftime
Orchard
report.
Park and
Coach.
rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have the control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2. Strong. A hit as he throws there,
to fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. He'll try and throw for it here. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Richardson going to change the play here.
Richardson throwing to start the drive. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Allen. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Looking to throw. Strong, eluding the pressure right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Going for it with Pierce. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Now the Bills will take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Off play action. Strong. Being chased out left. It's complete to Watt.
Now inside the 25.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 39 yards there. A big one.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Strong. And that is caught, but the bank judge right there to say incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Strong. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
After that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down, here's Richardson. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. On the move past the 40.
And down to the 29-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. From the shotgun, Richardson. Throw caught by Achane.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Tremble. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things, that's what people are looking for.
They set up the screen to Achane.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
That's good for the Buffalo Bills. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown.
Kari Blasingame.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bills are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And this is back to a 5-point game. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Throwing to start the drive. Strong. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun. Strong. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Hand off left side, Pierce.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like he knows Coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds. And
now off to the races, down the right side.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A.J. Brown. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
29. Bills 17.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. H.A. now up the middle. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
On 3rd down, it's Richardson. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.A. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Time not on their side. They've got 1 timeout, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. But they A-chain hit, and the ball is out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Got it. Ready?
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Cowboy 80.
On 2nd down, a run by H.A. And he'll go down at the 28.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And it's caught. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do.
Now Bryant already lost the football, but it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Ready?
Here's second down.
Mustang 19. Ready?
Now Richardson.
There goes a deep ball, end zone, and it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.